There we go. That thing is just ungodly loud. My... Okay, so I was strategic about the way that I planned this out. So Monday and Tuesday, I did not schedule anything. I didn't expect this to be in here. So we're gonna be going over this thing today and doing a shitload of stuff to it, just to kind of like personalize it, make it mine, get rid of a lot of the things that we don't need, like the chrome accents, and just a couple other little things. I haven't grabbed the grill yet. So if you guys saw from yesterday's video, I need to get a carrier bearing on order and I need to get the front drive shaft rebuilt. Not too big deals. So we got that all scheduled. But first things first, you guys see this massive exhaust tip back here. I want to make that worse. So what we're going to do, I have the 5-inch system off of my old truck, and we're just going to axle dump it for now. And I'm going to send stack to go get powder coated, and then we're going to end up putting the stack in here. I got the headache rack. We're going to be getting all the stickers off, the chrome accents off. We're going to be adding 2 of these, and I might try to go grab some bulbs for that guy there as well. At some point, we are going to get speakers and a radio for it. I have the amplifier. We have a light bar that needs to go on this thing, a fuel door. So we're going to be replacing this fuel door with the aftermarket one that was on my truck. So this will match the fender flares nicely. And at some point, we do need to grab the aux tank. I'm not sure how the aux tank is going to work because of all the oil that I've run through it. So we're definitely going to have to get it, get a lot of oil in, or get a lot of the oil out before we start pumping it through the CP3. But this truck does have a check engine light, which I'm not worried about right now because it only affects the truck's performance at wide open throttle while towing. What I've noticed is it feels like it's draining the rail, but obviously if it's not getting fuel up at the top, then, you know, I can't pinpoint it until I scan it. So I'll scan it. I have the tool to tell me what rail pressure is and what fuel pressure will be. Let me go grab the stool over here and show you guys kind of what's going on. But this video is going to be all about axle dumping the truck, but we are going to be doing everything else aside from that. So probably at the end of the video, you guys will see the axle dump. So if you guys want to see that, I guess you'll have to skip ahead. But here's the engine bay. It's missing the fan shroud. There was a valve cover leak at one point, it looks like. If it's still there, I'll fix it. I do need to get some new battery hold downs. I am noticing some issues. I see wires everywhere. I'm assuming for the lights, so I'm not gonna take any out, but I am gonna probably go through and redo a lot of those. We're gonna go through this thing 100%. I want this truck to be as perfect as I can get it. You know, obviously we're gonna be using all factory parts and shit. The front door has a little rust spot right here, which I do have another door. These are gonna be coming off today. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna break the heat gun out and we're gonna get rid of the stickers. We're gonna get rid of any of the badging, which by the way, this was an accident. You guys who know me long enough know that big horns and 3rd gens are my favorite trim package. Why? Because you still get power seats in cloth. So that was an accident. I love the big horn trucks. So I just think it was meant to be. I know it's a little expensive. I told you guys I'm going to try to pay this thing off by like April. So I'm going to make like $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 payments every month. So it'll bring my overhead up a little over $12,000 a month. But I think we can swing it, get it paid off, because a lot of times I tell you guys not to pay off debt that has low interest rates. Try to find something that you can invest that money in. But when you have something with a 23% interest rate in the 5 years, 23% is hard to make your money back on. In 5 years, this thing would cost me $11,000 in interest. I'd rather take that money elsewhere, so I am going to try to pay this off. But the main thing is we need to get through Christmas first. That's probably going to be $1,000, maybe $1,500 between all the presents and all that with the 3 kids. And then we need to go figure out the shop situation. So we're waiting on that. And that was one reason we financed this, because I do have the cash to pay this off. But I'm not going to do that because then, yeah, it would not make sense. I don't want to go through my cash reserves because then all I have left is crypto. But this toolbox is going to have to go. Might actually sell this to Josh. This would be perfect for him, but we're going to use this exhaust temporarily. So the downpipe will stay permanent. It's a 5-inch downpipe, full 5-inch. And then, like I said, we'll get rid of that, the end, and then we'll axle dump it. But All right, enough rambling. Let's get into the video. All right, so heat gun, a little bit of goo gun. There was an enthusiast sticker back here, diesel power sticker on the front, daddy's money, all that stuff. I can't be driving around with stickers on the truck just because it's not my taste. I'm just gonna get rid of all of them. So that's gone. That's been wiped off. I need to get the front tinted. I'm probably gonna pull all the tint off and get it redone because you can see it's not super dark. I am a little disappointed in that fact. I was thinking that it was gonna be dark. So the back window I will leave as is. I like to be able to see out the back window. I think the back window is tinted just enough that it's perfect, but the other windows need to be dark. Like I want like 2.5% on the front windows, maybe 2.5% on the back. So my 5% on the other truck just was not dark enough. I want dark. Wha-bam. All right. These things are a pain in the ass to get off. These little side things here. I get it. Oh, someone's gonna ding your shit now. Bro, it's a work truck. I really could care less if somebody dings my shit. So, I gotta get all of this stuff off. I'm probably gonna take a break from it for now because it is kind of a headache, so I'll wait till later. That'll be the last thing on my mind. We're gonna get the Ram 2500 off, Bighorn Edition, all that stuff, so that'll be next. Those will be easy though. This, not so much. All right, so we got all of the bullshit off. So I'm gonna wait until later. We have something that can get all this stuff off. I don't know what it is. It's somewhere over in that box. So I'm gonna wait and actually ask someone who does body work. Oh, look at that. I got a thing stuck to me. So all that stuff, like I said, all the stickers are finally gone. Now we're gonna start working our way down the next part of the list. I'm not sure what that part's gonna be yet, but we're gonna start coming through to it. So I was gonna do this guy next. Snapped a bit. Pieces somewhere on the floor here, and then none of my drill bits will do it, so I'm gonna have to drill these out at some point so that we can put this guy on. I've switched out the black cap for the green diesel cap, but I think this will match the fender flares pretty nicely. I also need to go grab the key for it. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this toolbox, get the headache rack installed. I was gonna buy one of these, so like, dude, I'm telling you guys, everything that is done to this truck, like these, I was gonna do this to the truck. They're already done, they're black, all that's good. You know, you got minor little dings and dents and shit here, but like, I love these taillights. I've wanted these forever. Like everything, oh, I forgot to debadge the tailgate. Shit, that's next. I'll do that next. But let's get this toolbox off. Probably see if Josh wants it. Oh, it's unlocked. Cool, so 2 bolts, 1 on each side. Oh, nope, there's another one there. Right there. Toolbox is down. That was actually pretty easy to remove. The nuts on the bottom, I was just able to spin them. So now we can throw the headache rack on. That should be pretty simple. I'll actually use nuts and bolts this time because last time I just put self-tappers in it and I feel like it'll come out better. Like I was gonna put the stack on today, but you guys can see how rusty it is. I want to get that powder coated first. All right, headache rack is on. Oh, it's sturdy. So I made a boo-boo. Apparently there's a seam underneath here, so you can't get back behind there. So I drilled another hole and a hole here. If you guys look up underneath there, one has a lock nut, one has like a washer on it, and then one is a lock nut. Same with the other side. Now I'll get these lights wired in as soon as the aux tank goes in, but we do need to get, well, the aux tank has a distribution block up here, so I got to get all that hooked in. We got to get the stack on first and position this. So this light's probably going to have to move over a little bit. So wherever the exhaust is, which I can't see because there's a bunch of leaves, is where we're going to drill the hole. So we'll see how high we need to make it. But like I was saying, I think it's from a semi truck because you can see like it goes from there all the way up. I don't know. This bed's super clean for what it is, and it's got a gooseneck ball, so I can tell the truck's been sitting for a hot minute, or it sits under things, under the trees. So I'll get that all squared away. I got this orange stuff we're going to throw in as well. But as for that, that's done. We'll get the light bar on at some point, but I'm going to do a dedicated video on that as well. And at some point, we're also going to pull these off because these are junk. I don't like the ones that go over. So we're going to get, nice. We're going to get new mirrors. These, I'm going to get the in-channel ones. So all this stuff's already on order. We're going to get it done. I want this thing to be as done as quick as possible. You guys can see there's an oil leak so that I can start focusing on customer stuff. So I'm just going to bring you guys a couple of videos. Oh, he welded that tip too. That sucks. I'll have to cut that off as well, but this is an aftermarket exhaust. If anybody wants it, this is your only chance. If it comes off in one piece, this is your guys' only chance. Now, if this has a 4-inch, is this an aftermarket downpipe? I gotta see if this is a stock downpipe or not. I don't know if that's a stock downpipe. Actually, I don't think it's no, it's not a stock downpipe. So I'm gonna shove a 5-inch in here. I don't know where this wire goes, but it's obviously not anywhere good. All right, so remember when I said, anybody wants it? I don't know why I loosened any of the clamps because I cut everything. Cut the downpipe back here. I cut after, so the downpipe's still good if I need to go back to it. But we're gonna try to stuff a 5-inch exhaust or 5-inch downpipe. A lot of guys don't think it's possible, but they do fit. With the automatic trans, it might be a little tight, but we'll see. It's the dipstick that's gonna give us some trouble. So I'm gonna mess with the dipstick and see if I can't get it. I'm gonna end up cutting the weld on this. I'm thankful that he did not weld the whole way up the seam like I usually do. So I'm gonna get this guy cut off, and then we'll probably use this as the axle dump tip because I really don't feel like this one's big enough. And yeah, I feel like this one works better. All right, I get to show you guys the differences between a 4 and a 5-inch downpipe. See, when I said I'm gonna axle dump my truck, I didn't say I'm just gonna cut it off right there and axle dump it. I'm gonna go full 5-inch. So there you guys can see that we gotta stuff this bad, but that is a massive difference. This thing is going to rumble. See, the old exhaust was very raspy, and that's just how 4-inch exhausts are on common rails, which personally, in my opinion, I think common rails sound the best out of all of the trucks. The 5.9 common rail, the 06 to 07, I think they sound the best, but that's a matter of my preference. So I'm gonna stuff that on. Even with my 12 valve, I had it for so many years, and the first thing I was disappointed in was how quiet the exhaust was. All right, so luckily I was able to wiggle the dipstick a little bit. I gotta tighten it back up, but I was able to get the downpipe installed. So now we have a 5-inch downpipe. Look at that shit. It only rubs a little bit. It's gonna rub, that's just the nature of it. 5-inch downpipes are not exactly truck friendly, but you know, I'm gonna tighten that guy up, and there's my little socket, and then I'll put the rest of the exhaust on. This is the section I need. I need to get this flex joint off of here so that I can axle dump it and cut the tip off yet. But we did get that piece on, so now we have a full 5-inch to the rear axle, which I'm not gonna leave it like that because good God, last time I did that, that shit was loud. Boom, and then I have a band clamp, so if I can just cut that, I can put the clamp on the end there. I have plenty of these things laying around, by the way. I have like 2 more in here, 5-inch, 5-inch, and then one right there, so one way or another, we'll make it work. There was no way I was getting that off without cutting it. I had that stuffed in there all the way to about that one there, so yeah, that was not gonna come out. So now I can get this installed. We'll have to make a hanger for it. I'll have to cut, actually while I have the angle grinder out, I'll just cut that tip off right now and get it mounted on here. All right, cut it around. All I'm doing is sitting here smacking this spot, and you can see how much we've moved. All right, I shut the camera off, and it's probably been about 45 seconds. So that's pretty simple. This looks like the one I bought before, but I actually lost one. I think this is an 8. I believe it's an 8. But this thing's absolutely massive, which will be perfect for the tip. All right, guys, you ready to see it? We got an axle dump. I can only imagine how loud this fucker's gonna be, but I'll start it up for you guys. I already tell you, that shit sounds good. We're gonna drive it on the road later. But I think the truck's coming out well. I do need to get these guys installed. I got 2 of those, which I'm probably just gonna self-tapper them because any vehicle I buy, I permanently mount them. Other than that, we gotta get this stuff off the side and whatnot and get the aux tank on back behind this thing. But I'll run the axle dump for a while, run it for the views, and then we'll do the stack later on. But for now, I think she sounds pretty damn good.
Babe, the window's wide open. Sit down, Owen.
So we'll come back and finish this thing up probably tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna, or maybe later, we'll see depending on what happens. I need to get all this stuff up. Now we're gonna be working on Josh's truck. This was an accident, but I was like, eh, fuck it, come out. I got him a toolbox and exhaust tip, so. Look at that shiny new oh, a new turbo? Oh my God, oh, a speed manifold. Man, this guy's loaded.
Not really, no.
Broke as shit.
I'm like, oh, how much is it? 400 bucks? No, 800.
8, you're lucky you got it for that. I've seen them for higher than that.
Oh yeah, other types of trucks, absolutely.
Josh is gonna drive it. I wanna hear what it sounds like. You might have to put it in 4-wheel to get up the hill though. There's no weight in the back. Don't rev it too much here, but.
That's different, there's like delay to it.
Yeah, don't do that too much because there's delay to the pedal. I went to rev it yesterday for Liam and it went right to 3,600 RPMs and just held for like 3 seconds. Just, wah! And then came down. I'm like, shit. I do kind of want to hear what it sounds like, so I'm going to let him take it up the road. I told him he could drive it. It's an automatic. What's the worst he could do? That thing sounds so good. Oh, man, I don't care how many people hate on me for this truck. Like, this is my favorite thing that I've ever bought. And I didn't like it at first. So what I want you to do when you go out of here, I don't care which way you go, I just want you to hold it to the floor until you feel like you're going too fast. But just hold it to the floor. I want to hear it from like all the way down the road. I gotta wait. Hold on. Oh my God. I can still hear him. Oh, I can still hear that. I don't know if you guys hear it in the background. Good God, this thing is loud as shit. I still hear him. He's like a mile down the road by now. I still hear him. Yeah, I'm happy with that purchase. I'm happy with the exhaust swap. Back down to the bottom of the hill. I wonder if he'll want to trade the 12 in now that he drove that. This dumbass did a burnout. I gotta clean that up. There we go. The thing is just ungodly loud. My. Here it comes. There went about a quarter tank of diesel, but I think it was worth it. You guys wanted a sound clip, there you go. Let's get his opinions on it. That is a nice truck though. A little bit of rust on the cab corners, but besides that. What do you think?
You like it? You're right. You have a governor at 60 miles an hour.
I could hear you for about, I don't know, 30 seconds, something like that. Yeah, but then you got back on it, and I'm like, oh, there he is again. You like it?
I see why you like it. The front brake, I guess, kind of wiggles around a little.
Yeah, I need to put the thing underneath of it, the stabilizer. But besides that, I mean, if you want to go park it, just don't make too much more noise. But you like it?
It's a learning curve to keep straight.
Yeah, because it's on steamrollers.
It's alright.
The noise. What do you think of the noise?
It's nice. It's not as loud on the inside.
Until you open the back window. No, that back window. No, I'm saying the one behind you. The back glass opens. Yeah. Hold on. Unlock the door. Here.
You told me not to make it.
Yeah, but like you can hear it when you go up the hill. All right, there you go. Go park it. All right, well, I'm gonna close this video out here. Maybe we'll start another one over for his, but I don't know if I have enough footage yet, but we'll see. I'll figure that out tonight. All right, if you guys enjoy fuel savings, go down in my description, go check out Mudflap. You save a bunch of money on fuel, especially out Midwest area, stuff like that. Down south, like Alabama area, you save a bunch of money on fuel. So go check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Everything in the description. If you need to get a hold of me, centralpalogistics@gmail.com. Instagram down there, Facebook down there. Go check it out. See you guys in the next one. Later.